Hello, my name's Jord, and this is a completely different video to the one that you're probably expecting tonight. I want to say in advance, I'm sorry for the boring background footage. It's literally just a filler because I've got a lot to talk about. It's all about my life, and if you're interested, then please stay till the end. I'm not looking for any kind of support or anything like that. I just need to get it all out there, so I can basically move on. There's no ill feelings towards anyone involved. It's best for me, and the longer I've sat down here is the longer that I've been aware of this. And basically, today, the 3rd of March, I quit university. Now, there's a massive amount of reasons which I'm going to list and explain why I've not been very happy living down here. So basically, we all know I had, I'll get into this, a girlfriend called Savannah. Really nice girl, really genuine girl, and we had an amazing time together. It was the main reason, truthfully, that swayed me to come down to Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth is 300 miles away from my home, and for me to come down here was a big task. I'd been with this girl for a year at this point, and I saw my future with her, truthfully. Now, Matt went to Manchester. I applied to Manchester on the off chance, just in case, and never really took the offer. I took it straight to Bournemouth. I'm doing a course I enjoy, or thought I would enjoy, which at the time made me sway more towards Bournemouth. If they weren't a business school, and if they didn't, do what I wanted, then I wouldn't have taken it. It's as simple as that. I'm not gonna change my entire life for a girl without having some kind of reason to actually go. So I came down, and straight away, I'm not going to go into detail about it. I want to keep her life kind of private. But it was a struggle for her and for me for a few months. We constantly were breaking up. I was getting really upset. I wasn't thinking straight constantly. I'm not the kind of guy who gets depression. I don't think it's possible for me because I literally do just handle things, I believe, well. But this really did get to me for a long time, and there was many of plans to just leave and things like that. We stuck with it. It came to February. We were absolutely fine. We sorted it all out. I thought we sorted it all out. So going straight on to why university was not very good. Basically, in the very beginning, I made a poor decision as to not go out at nights or try and meet new people. The reason being that I don't know, really. I think I'm just lazy. I was lazy. I was out of the town. Bournemouth is 30 minutes away from where I actually commute. So it's hassle to get there when you don't know anyone. And I never tried to make any friends, and it's basically my own fault in that respect. Now, the only way I'd be able to resurrect that is to make friends. But because of the circumstances on my course, which I'll get into in a second, it's really difficult for me to be able to get the people that I want in my life, basically. And I also apologise. I got a really bad throat. It's not me trying to cry, because I'm quite focused on what my decision has been. The course itself. Now, I'm a guy who wants a mix of friends, girls and guys. It's more fun for me. You get the best of talking about one thing with them and blah blah blah. Excuse the cough. Now, on my course is basically just females. There's one guy that I like on it. The other guy on the course, who is the same age as me, or 19, lived with me in this accommodation and was a total dick. After a few months, he moved out, thank God, because no one liked him here, and he moved to another accommodation. And that's the end of that. We can't talk to each other in uni because we hate each other. It's as simple as that. So I've only got one guy that is awesome on the course. that in itself is enough to get not have a good time on the course. It's a group-based work. It's events and leisure marketing, which if you didn't know, you'd need to get together, discuss ideas, and do group work. It's as simple as that. If you don't have anyone that you want to talk to on the course, you can't enjoy the course. It's as simple as that. It's not like a maths degree like Matt's doing, where you just go in, you do the work, bam, go. Also, I'm self-catered for. Now, self-catering means that I am unable to, go around and meet people quite easily. I live in a flat, and the flat has about 4 people in it, or 5, including me, and that's all I ever get to speak to. So it's not ideal living for me. I do enjoy going on Skype and talking with people, but that's not enough of a life. You can't just have an online presence. There are ways to get friends down here. I'm not stupid. I am aware, join societies and whatnot. But then it's getting there because I'm so out of the way, which I've already explained. It's just not right. It's just a tough caught between a rock and a hard place. This entire situation, and I've got to get away from my own sanity. So taking into account no one on the course that I really enjoy talking to or like, apart from one guy. The location of Corfe House in Poole, that in itself is enough. Not enjoying the course and everything like that. People leave uni because they don't enjoy the course. They could be loving every single other aspect. Well, that in itself is enough to leave. Now what you do is you throw in straight up in August, when Savannah started to get a bit unwell, I would say. It's not going into detail. I'm not bad-mouthing her. It's the facts, and I still don't want to badmouth her to this day. I did that in November. It was a terrible decision, and it was so unfair. So I'm keeping this completely normal and just telling you about my life so that you guys are aware. So when you watch my videos, you know who I am, and you can connect with me on any level you want. You can walk up to me if you were to meet me at any kind of gaming thing and just talk to me. And basically, I don't want to be this guy that you listen to on YouTube, but you don't know who he is. I want you to know everything. So yeah, it comes August, mess ups. Me and her mum had a dispute. We never agreed on how to handle things, and it got to the point where she was like, right, you're not coming over ever again, we're not going to talk and stuff like that. And it kind of just happened. It wasn't her just saying that, so no bad mouthing on her again either. So I was basically cut out of the lifestyle of home, and there was a few rough patches. We always broke up, blah blah blah. I wasn't enjoying YouTube much because Matt was having a completely different experience to me, and I just didn't have the effort because of this mood. It just sinks you down. It's not depression. It's just having an unhappy state of mind. You don't want to focus on things. So that all happened. We decided to sort it out. I thought it would get better. It's not just about the relationship, and it's not just about uni, but when you put those together, that again is something that's just so tough to handle. And that is just honestly, like, I don't know. So it came to about February, and she broke up with me, but she doesn't mean to do it. It's part of the problem she has, and it was like the final click. Like, I'm not enjoying the course. I've been telling you for quite a while. I don't like this kind of way that it's working out, and yeah. And then as soon as that kind of happened, it's just gone like, oh, for God's sake, like, just ruined us basically. That whole situation, and I've not enjoyed anything for a while. That's basically it, apart from YouTube and living in my room, but I don't have anyone else to talk to. So if you stick those two together, that is a massive problem, straight up. I was constantly in a bad negative mindset. There was always another issue, and it's really hard to focus on this alone. And then throw in YouTube, which, granted, we all know that the views that we get aren't massive. They're not major, they're not groundbreaking, they're not supporting us financially. which we never intended it to. We never even plan on it in the future. Come on, it's a long shot. The few get it, the others just get it as bonus money, basically, a fun hobby, and that's where it's going to go, I think, with just a hobby. But I've got the next few months to work on it. But basically, we've got this Cops and Robbers coming out. We've got a server coming out, which we're hopefully gonna do quite well with, and things like that. And they were taking up my time away from, just normal life as well. And if you find that the person you're with doesn't allow you really to sit down and just play the games, like they always need the attention, then it's hard for you to do what you literally want to enjoy. It may be sad, but I like the simple life, and I enjoy just relaxing and playing games, and that's basically what I want to do. I don't see an issue with it. I enjoy it. I live my life. So yeah, and it comes to the 3rd of March, which is today. Basically, my decision, based on everything I've just said, my unhappiness down here, the complex situation, me not enjoying the course, is that I quit university. Bournemouth University is not what I'm looking for. It's not in the position, geography-wise, that I want to, be a part of. Oh, what? The cooked beef's cheat? What? Anyway, okay, and yeah, it's not for me. It's basically that's the simpleness of it. I need to be in a place where I feel more comfortable, and that is definitely up north with my friends and things like that. Oh my days, I'm losing my voice well bad now. See what this video's done. So yeah, I quit university today. There was no kind of fault on the Bournemouth side. They just let it happen. I now have the issue of either finding someone to come into my accommodation, or, now this is the problem that I'm having right now, this is the major issue with my life, is I am £1,800 in debt with no way of paying it back straight up. No one can. Also, if they do like a position where you a base rate or something like that every month or week or something, I have to find a part-time job anyway, which kind of brings me back to square one, because I could literally have, at this point, right, if I have to find a part-time job, I may as well have stayed at university, not quit, just not gone in, not done the course. It would have looked bad, but I wouldn't be in debt at any point. I would have just been getting on with life, and I mean, either way this goes, it has a terrible ending. That's pretty much the only thing I can say. I mean, think about it. I don't go into uni. I fail the year, which I already technically have because I didn't pass one of the exams. I get a negative report back at the end of the year, which is with me for the rest of my life. Universities, you have to show things that you've achieved, even if they fail. It's the law. So I would go to a job and say, yeah, I didn't really do anything in uni for a year. I just kind of went, applied, never did anything, just sat at home and failed. So it looks negative on me, which is a huge problem. Quitting is the right thing to do because no one looks at it badly. They go, okay, it wasn't for you. You made that decision. You've gone through the proper terms and you've left on good hands. Now, that is what I've done because of my future. I want to kind of try another uni. Now, regardless, like I said, I mean, either I stay here and go on bad terms and that shows for the rest of my life, or I'm in debt for basically a bit of my life, which is to pay the 1,800 on the contract for the rest of my year at Unite, with Unite, which is the company that owns Corfe House. And that's the struggle. That's the now struggle. what do I do? Do I get a part-time job and basically do the job for next to nothing apart from getting out of debt? Or do I find some other source, or do I manage to get someone to live here? The other term is, if someone moves in place of me, I don't have to worry about it. I basically give them the contract. Now, that is good, but everyone leaves Corfe House because of its situation. What's it called? Globally, or I don't know, geographically, that's the one. Basically, it's 30 minutes away from Bournemouth, and the nightlife is not in Poole, it's in Bournemouth. You have to get a bus to get there. It takes 30 to 40 minutes, and they don't run very regularly for students. So, it's not ideal. It's ideal for people who get in last minute or things like that. So, it's just such a ball ache to find a more, I don't know, an easier word. Like, that's literally, without swearing, that is the only word I can possibly think of. It is soul destroying, my situation. I lose my girlfriend, which I don't want to do, but she seems to think I do, because it's not working. It's just not working. The only way it would work is if she got better. I can't see that happening for a very long time. I cannot put myself through this stress. Like, it's not fair on me to have to support an individual so much and get so little back, or be in such an unstable situation myself. It's not fair. It shouldn't happen, and that's why I've made the decision that I have now. It's just the whole situation is very, very difficult. I do know that I want to go home. Like, that is in my head. Like, I like the area. I like being here. But because of the lack of support, the lack of people that I don't know because of partially my own fault, it's not where I want to be. I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. As much as I like having space and having time alone and just doing business, it's not what I want for the rest of my time. So I need to reconsider what is best for me. And some may say that's selfish, but I've done everything in my power for the last 6 months to make it work. Through day one of university, there's been issues, personally or with the course or some kind of thing like that, and I cannot be expected to solve so much for so. I'm sorry, my nose. Okay, I can't be expected to handle 2 lives. I mean, I'm 19. I have the rest of my life ahead of me. I don't see why. Well, I do see. I just don't know why I have so much responsibility for someone that I love, when the family isn't doing much, and it's not fair on her. And I'm not going to badmouth them, because that's obviously the way they think it's going. They're tackling it the way they think is right, but I tackle things differently, and my way gets me through. So I guess if their way got them through, then so be it. I mean, maybe every cloud has a silver lining, right? But it's not the way I manage things. It's not how I work. I am dragging this on, but I don't really know if I've missed anything. Matt's life is different to mine. He has a community. They have what's it called? Like, different halls. It's a different layout. It's a different way of everything. It's really good. When I go there, he's got this big group of friends who meet up every day, and they only live like 10 meters away, like literally 10 meters away. That's it. And I don't have that. I've got a guy next door that is awesome called Adam. I know him. I talk to him. Other than that, though, nothing. He only has friends because of his course, and if I don't have my course, then it's a struggle. So, oh man. I mean, Manchester Met to me is round the corner. Is with Matt, and as I know this, I may offend people by saying as gay as it sounds, I've been his best mate since I was 3 years old. I mean, talking broness, I can't see me never not having him as a friend and having him as like my best mate. Like, that's a long time to be best mates. I think even this is the 16th year, and we've never let each other down properly. So I'm not gay for him. He's my best mate. He's not a partner or anything before you guys start making bromance into, I don't know, gayness. but I can't see it depleting. Basically, we've stood by each other through everything and stuff like that. So that's where I want to kind of focus. I want to focus on there and home life, and go to Manchester in September, hopefully, if I want to get accepted like I did last year, and two, if it's right for me at the time. It still might not be the right decision. I could apply for a job in these are my future careers. This is the plan. I want to go into advertising or marketing or PR work or what else is there? Community manager, community-based conversation, like, just talking with people with I don't know, about the game, market the game, YouTube, any kind of job to do with that, content creator, things like that. The things that I already have the basis for and the things that I enjoy the most in life. This is a job because it's got to the point where it's my hobby so badly that I just get money from it. I mean, it's not massive amounts of money. It's enough to, get the luxuries that I want without, I don't have to pay for anything, really. I've got my accommodation. Well, I did have my accommodation through the thing, but let's just put it this way, that £1,800 is a fuck ton of money for me. And it's a very, very big struggle to to pay that off. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I think 6-7 months is enough to pay back 1,800 with a part-time job. It's just having to find that part-time job, stick with it, and yeah. I don't know. One more thing probably is my future is with either YouTube. Just for the next few months, I'm going to be focusing on it, doing projects, doing content that's just better, more time into the editing, more time into coming up with the ideas for videos, little machinima videos like the one the other week. People didn't get it. Basically, it was an advertisement, simple as. Then, other than that, really, just see where life takes me. It's as simple as that's all you can really hope for in life. And if you're not happy with something or not happy with a decision, then it's never too late to change it. That's pretty much my advice. I'm a 19-year-old kid. I'm aware I'm still a kid, but you assume as soon as you're 18 you're an adult. You've still got life to learn, and it's definitely not the end by any chance for me. I'm an optimist. I think that's the one. The bad one, the negative. I always think negatively, but I always try, and I've tried my literally the best possible in this, and it's gone on for long enough that right now I have to withdraw. I have to focus on myself. I have to focus on life, and I have to do what I enjoy, which is YouTube. And my parents completely support this. They've said that they're going to be getting better internet and things like that, so I can instantly just focus more on YouTube for the time being. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have to give out a CV. Definitely going to have to get a job. I'm not silly. I'm not like dumb. I've got a decent brain, I'd like to think, and I know what I've got to do with it. But it's just finding the opportunities, finding the times, and just dealing with the struggles is pretty much it. So that's my life right now. Still expect daily videos. Definitely not going to abandon the people who are always there for me regardless. I know I don't know any of you personally. Maybe a few that are friends, but yeah, I don't know any of you personally. I don't really talk with many people. Twitter is the way that you get hold of me, which is in the description, both mine and Matt's. We never really talk about that. If you have any struggles, let me know on Twitter. For the time being, I will follow you, so I can DM you, direct message. But at the same time, you have to then accept that if I was to follow back everyone who followed me, that's 3,000 people talking to me, and I cannot contain that. I have to keep the strict rule then of business terms only followed, or something that interests me, because I mean, as much as I want to talk with people daily, it's just too much. If like Sky said in his 9 million sub video, he wants to talk to everyone, but 9 million people, Jesus, no one can do that. No one can do 3,000. It's just too much. I mean, and then 60,000 subscribers, of which who wants to talk to me every day? I don't know. I don't know, but you know, it's tough. It's very tough. I do try my best, and with extra time that I'm gonna have, it's likely that I'll be able to get in contact with a few people and give you the life lessons. But know that depression is just a phase. You always get over it because something always comes out that's good. I don't have depression. I'm not that kind of guy, like I said earlier. I can focus very, very. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe it's a bad thing that I don't have such a heart as such. Like, you know, I care for people. I love people. I worry about people. But then it becomes a point where it's like, I don't know. Maybe natural instinct, survival of the fittest, things like that. You know, you've got to just give up at some point. Otherwise, it's going to torment yourself. And as I quoted on the Cops and Robbers video, which is really quite ironic, you know, if you stay, then hope is the destroyer of all men. False hope, hope in general, it destroys you. So I've got to do what's best for me, and I hope that I hope Savannah realises that. Maybe in the future we can work it out. I'm not saying it's a no forever, but in the current situation of things, I have to move on. I have to go where I want to go in life, and I've got to focus on myself and do what I want to do. So this has been a very long video. I've probably not covered everything. I'm probably going to regret just ending the video here. There's probably never going to be a good time to end this kind of video, but you've heard it all. I really appreciate if you've watched this whole video. I know it's a lot of your day taken up by me crying about my life, but I want to thank everyone who's supporting us. The content will obviously get better. We've got series coming out of our arseholes. Like, seriously, I don't even know to find the time to do all the series. I don't know if it's too many series, so it's just a bad thing, which will just clusterfuck the channel, and people will be like, whoa, calm down, just settle down on a few. And also, just machinimas and build. I can focus on building as well, so, you know, just loads. I mean, Cops and Robbers 4 has been postponed a week, so when it says coming soon, it's basically within the next month, and 2 weeks' time seems likely. That's because midterms for Matt, midterms were for me, but now I just want to focus on getting some content out, getting my life back on track. On Wednesday, tomorrow, well, 2 days time, I've got to apply for UCAS. I've got to go through that daunting task again. I also have to go back to the doctors because I don't know why I tell everyone this, but basically my hand has got this white mark on it, and it looks like it's always wrinkly, like you've just come out of the bath. I went to the doctors down here, and the guy went, I've never seen anything like it. I honestly cannot tell you what to do. So, I mean, that's fantastic. Maybe I've just discovered a new disease. Hooray! So, I've got to sort that out as well, because it's not scaring me, but it's kind of getting a bit worse, and, you know, no one wants a white mark on the hand. So, there you go. Standard. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to thank you all. There's going to be no editing, so I apologise if the video's boring, if I'm boring, if my voice is dull, if, you know, it goes in a few places. I am fucking ill. I've got a 9-hour coach journey to do tomorrow. Sweating my balls off, probably sounding like some random person who stinks of BO like last time, carrying all my crap, keeping my computer down here till the weekend, focusing on a laptop, doing crap content on a laptop. You got a feel for me, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.